So again we will come back to what? Continents and
Ocean.
continents and oceans. Aries ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ?
Yes.
Aries. Alfred
Wagner.
Wagner. Okay. Meteorologist. He was a meteorologist. Meteorologist ಅಂದ್ರೆ he the one who studies climate. ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. He actually wanted to study the pattern of rainfall everywhere on the surface of Earth because he is a meteorologist and he wanted to correlate why here only in these places only more and more rainfall may happen and why some places there is no rainfall at all. He one the study he began. While he was studying, he also studied the vegetation and he gathered some evidences and also he gathered some fossils. He directly correlated the rainfall map of the world with vegetation maps. Okay, then he started thinking how some of these evidences what he got, okay, they were not correlating with the ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಡೇ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಆ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಎವರ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಣ. ಎವರ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ? ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಯರ್ 0 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾ? ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾಸಿಲ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೆಡಿಟರೇನಿಯನ್ ರೀಜನ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗಾತಿತ್ತು. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ glacial deposits anta bartave, andre because the glaciers are carrying lot of sediments with them. Once the glacier melts at the end of its journey, it is carrying sediments and it is going and depositing them. They are called moraines anta, tillite deposits illa moraines anta. Means once the glacier comes, takes all the sediments along with it during its journey, and when once it reaches about to reach the end, okay, surface, it starts melting because of heat, temperature, because once the glacier is in higher latitudes, on the above the ground surface, yes, higher the it will stay as now. Once it is coming to the surface, what is happening? Temperature is increasing, you know, right? ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಲೈನ್ ಸ್ನೋ ಇನ್ ದ ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ Himalayas are there. When once you start climbing Himalayas, you may not find snow. But even in summers, there is snow at the tip of the above 1000, above 3000, 4000 meters, okay, height. You will always find snow. So when this glacier comes below such kind of heights, it will start melting because of the temperature increase. Water ಜೊತೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಬೀಳ್ತಾವೆ. Those deposits are called tillite deposits. ಏನು? Tillite deposits ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಏನಂತಾರೆ? Tillite deposits. ಈ tillite deposits actually ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾವ? They should be in polar regions or very high mountainous regions, below the high mountainous regions foot. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಫುಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್, ದೇರ್ ವೇರ್ tillite deposits. And similar kind of tillite deposits were found in South America, South Africa and Madagascar, India as well as Australia. See all these things, and if you date them, ಡೇಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ವೆನ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ವೇರ್ ದೇ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ವರ್ ಜನರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟಿಲ್ಲೈಟ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಏಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಟಿಲ್ಲೈಟ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂಟಾರ್ಟಿಕಾ, they were found to be same. Then he was astonished, and also then what happened? He also started studying vegetation cycle. So vegetation in Madro, once he studied vegetation, he found some unique species. Those unique species were present in all these four continents. Again, South America, Africa, Madagascar, India, and Australia it was found. Okay. Then again he was astonished. Maybe all these continents which are there present today were once
single
in a single piece. Now they have broken up and they have gone to different places. And also not only that, he also found some of the he saw the coastline of South America as well as Africa. Africa's west coast and South America's east coast. They have a matching fit. Once you come and join both of them, you see a matching fit between these two continents. That also was a mesmerizing. Not only that, he also found similar gold deposits in Gold Coast of Africa. But if you gold deposits ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸರ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಪ್ಲೇಸರ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ gold in minute quantities will be flowing in rivers, sands, and once from the place of origin it is going, and then just before it is meeting sea, it is depositing the sand, and if you filter that sand right, you will start finding gold. Those kind of gold is called placer deposits, you know. Actually how gold is extracted, you go, you have a gold node, okay, and you have it in linings. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಡಿಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅವೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ನೋಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಲೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಟ್ರೀ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವೇರೆವರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇನ್ ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಡಿಗ್ in the tunnel, you will find gold like this, and you will start extracting it. Because it is non-reactive metal, it will stay in the purest form. There also it is not in a right shape or shape. So you will chisel it and then you melt it and make whatever shape you want. Ee riti irutte gold. But placer deposits are not like this, because there is erosion of ground. Okay, gold ಅನ್ನು ಸದಕ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಉಸುಕು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಗಿ it will go along with sand, it will flow and it will deposit somewhere. Such kind of deposits are found in African coast. Delhi, African coast. See, this is South America, North America, and here you have Africa. Correct? See, this is Africa, this is South America. If you see these two coastlines, these are having some kind of jigsaw fit. Jigsaw fit ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, once you join them, they'll fit perfectly. That kind of shape is there for those two components. And what happened here, placer deposits were formed. Placer deposits were formed, but there is no river nearby. Okay, there was no river nearby, and wherever the river, if there is a river, when you go and search the source of the river, nowhere in the course of river there is gold deposits. Okay, only when there are gold deposits, it will get eroded with the river, and then there are placer deposits found. Now, once they come and search the Brazil highlands, and there are plateaus in Brazil, there deposits of gold are there, and there are so many rivers flowing this way. So what does it mean? Once upon a time these two places were joined. That is why these rivers used to erode the gold deposits which are there in plateaus, and those plateaus, those eroded material used to go and deposit here, okay, which has become a placer deposit now. Initially it was just like normal deposit. Now these two are separated, and once we see this correlation, we also come to know that these continents were together. Okay, they were ಈಗ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ದಿಸ್ ಯುರೋಪ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೆಡಿಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಲೆಮಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಅನಿಮಲ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್. ಏನು? ಲೆಮಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಲೆಮಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. These are land animals. One strange behavior is seen in lemmings, because whenever for some reason all these lemmings, okay, they start running westward, and that e directional they run, they go and dive into the sea, and they die for no reason. Okay, then these evolutionary scientists and all, they found maybe these two lands were together, and whenever there was winter and all, what used to happen, these lemmings used to move westwards. Okay, now since the continents have become apart, they have nowhere to go but go and jump in the sea. ee reetinu ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. How true it is, all it is debatable, but this is one phenomenon that is also observed. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? Okay, then there is one grass variety, Glassopteris. ಏನು? Glassopteris ಅಂತ ಒಂದು grass variety ಬರುತ್ತೆ. It is again found in what? All these continents, like this, across these continents. Actually it should have been only in only one continent, no? But that is not the case. It is found across continents. So what does it mean? All these continents were in similar climatic zone at some point in the history, correct? That is why these things are there. Okay, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, there were some species of dinosaurs, okay, which was present, should have been present only in one continent, but they are present here also, they are present here also. Why it is a debate? Because there is no chance that these animals can swim 4,000 kilometers across the sea, correct? They cannot swim 4,000. But there are similar species, in two different continents, correct? So again it raises a doubt that these two continents would have been joined together sometime in the history ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. All these things led into conclusion that Alfred Wegener told around 200 or 250 million years ago. Next to 250 million years ago. Okay, there was a big continent. There was a big continent called Pangaea. You know? Pangaea. Okay. Then there was this is a supercontinent. This is a super ocean called Panthalassa. You know? Panthalassa ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ocean ಇದೆ. It is a super ocean, and this is a supercontinent. What happened in 250 million years is it started breaking like this. Okay, it started breaking, and because of two forces, they started moving northward and westward. You know, northward and westward. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? 250 million years ago, Pangaea starts breaking. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? Pangea starts breaking, then it starts moving northward and westward. There were two forces. What are those forces? What are those forces? Tidal force and pole fleeing force. You know, tidal force and pole fleeing force. Okay, ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, just concentrated here. Concentrate. I will ಏನಂತ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಏನೇನು ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂತ ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪಟ ಬರ್ಕೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. Did you write the evidences? List ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಾ? Yes, well, I will tell that also. List of evidences ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ I will give you list of evidences also. Now listen. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? There is one super one earth is there. There is one super continent that is called Pangaea, and there is a super ocean called Panthalassa. Panthalassa. ತಿಳಿತಾ? Remember the names. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ. Pangaea, Panthalassa. At 250 million years ago, what happened? It started breaking for two kinds of forces. One is tidal force, one is pole fleeing force. What is tidal force?
Ocean tides.
How they are formed?
Gravitation
Of moon, especially moon. Okay, because of moon. So Alfred Wegener, he was forced to come up with these two forces. Why? Because see, he is not a physical geographer by no means. Okay, he is not at all a physical geographer. He was a meteorologist, climatologist. For some reason, he did not know the forces which are responsible. But the scientific community of that time forced him so much. I thought, yes, we will accept that you are saying continents are moving. Now tell me why they are moving. What are the forces responsible? So he came up with these two forces. These two. One is tidal force and one is pole fleeing force. What is happening in the tidal force? He said, since the moon is circumventing, he is revolving around the earth, he is exerting what?
Gravitational
Westward force on the continents. You know?
westward.
Moon ಈ ರೀತಿ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾನೆ. He is exerting westward force. And see, earth is moving from east to west, west to east. Moon is there, he is revolving. That is why he said he is putting westward force. That is why the continents are moving westward. This is because of tidal force. Westward movement is because of moon's gravity, which is pulling the continents and pushing them westward. Understood? This is one force. Godaida? This is because of moon. I will write in the bracket moon so that you can remember. Then, what is pole fleeing force? You see, I told you, right? All this Pangaea was in. This is at South Pole. South Pole alli ittidu. Then what happened? Since the Earth is revolving like this, okay, because of the centrifugal force, the material from the bottom and south, they are coming
Upwards.
up towards the equator. That is why northward movement. Because of pole fleeing force, northward movement is happening. Because of tidal force,
Westward.
westward movement is happening. So this he correlated like this. See, if you see, all the continents have moved westward and also northward because he took initial assumption that everything was at near South Pole. They also asked question, why South Pole only, why not North Pole? He said, as of now, you just understand this much. I will find out more later. Now you should understand what? That everything was at South Pole. And later on, it started moving northward and westward because of these two forces which he was forced to come up with. He did not predict this. He only said there was Pangaea, Panthalassa, 250 million years ago, it broke and then continents moved and they attained today's shape. Whatever we see today, that is the shape they attained after 250 million years ago. Okay, again in future, there might be a place when again all these continents will join and again form a Pangaea 2. Okay, he predicted this also. In future, it might happen. Again, these can come and join it, maybe North Pole that time. Okay, see, there is northward movement now constantly. So again they may come and if you generally see most of the land area is where? In the northern hemisphere. Most of the water is there in southern hemisphere. 250 million years ago, he said what? All the water was around and all the land was in southern hemisphere. Correct? There might be correlation. This is a logical thing, right? What he is saying, correct? In future, all these continents may again come and form Pangea too in maybe near North Pole. Understood? Are you getting it? See how imagination will lead to discoveries. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Now this was opposed on so many lines. Okay. First of all, they told if moon exerts such a force, okay, on the continents, that continents itself are moving, then Earth would stop rotating within 1 year. You know, because see, isn't it? See, Earth is moving west to east, moon is moving this way, he is exerting westward force. Such kind of huge force applied on Earth, wouldn't it stop the rotation of the Earth? But Earth rotation has not stopped. It has kept on and hardly it has slowed down. Okay, in so many years they have measured, it has never slowed down. It is slowly slowing down, but it is not perceptible for humans. Okay, it is moving as soon. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮೂನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ then Earth would stop rotating. Okay. Also, pole fleeing force they were like yes, but why still ಏನಂತಾರೆ some part of Antarctica is there only. ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಬರ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. Why it is left somewhere? Okay. So why would they go beyond equator? Andre when there is centrifugal force maximum at the equator, they should have all stayed at equator only. No, they should be floating near equator only. Why there are gaps in between oceans and some of them have moved beyond equator? This was the counter questions which were posed to these two forces which he came up with. Because of the force made by all other scientists, because of the force of all other scientists, he came up with these two forces. Those two forces are the major reason his theory was rejected. Okay, so his theory is what? Continental drift. Okay, see the word drift. He did not say continental movement. Okay, he did not say continental movement. What is drift? What is movement and what is drift?
Drift is like moving only in a single direction. Whereas
Okay.
movement is
They are moving northward and westward.
so
Two directions.
they are always moving towards northward and westward, not opposite.
No, actually what happens? Generally, movement is taken as forward. In this forward or backward like this. If some vehicle which is supposed to move forward and backward only, if it starts moving sideways, Tokyo Drift, have you seen the movie? Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift. What is drift? Drifting the car. Actually car should move this way, but what they are doing, using the handbrake and then pedal and steering, what they are doing, whenever there is a turn, they are not moving the car, they are coming like this and they are moving the car sideways and they are hand braking and again they are moving like this. So today if you don't know what is drifting, go to YouTube and search what is drifting and see some 2 videos. Now, then you will come to know the meaning of drift. Why he used only word drift, not movement of continents. Simple, it is not a simple movement. If it was simple movement, all these continents should have just moved northward and the entire Pangea should have been located at equator. Okay, because pole fleeing force is there, no? Equator entire. But hangagilla, continents they were moving not only northward, they were moving sideways also. So it is not a linear movement, it is sideways movement. That is why it is called drift. Godaida? It is not a linear movement. Okay, forward or backward maratilla. He is moving sideways. That is why word drift. His theory is called continental drift theory. One of the most important theories of 20th century.
It was based on his imagination.
Yes. No. See, I gave you the evidences. These are the evidences. Godaida?
But if they ask why people did not accept that theory.
Because of these two forces, he did not convince the forces. Yes, they accepted. Yes, we accept that continents have moved. But tell me the what is the cause for the movement? He could not come up with a scientific causation. And also, he told that mountains were built, okay, because of ocean floor, continental floor is scraping against ocean floor, and the mud, whichever the scrap which is accumulating, they became mountains. Even that was rejected. That is not true. That is not true. That is not how mountains are formed. Okay, all these things and volcanism, and he told because the continents are moving leftward, there are so many islands. You will only see on the left side of the continents. Andre is India. Where is Sri Lanka? This side. You Africa is there. Where is Madagascar?
Let's
This side. Okay. You see all the Philippines, Japan island. Because they have moved westward, Japan is left at the right side of the every continent. You will find islands at the right side of every continent. That is the reason. Okay. But they came up with some other islands. Why these are there are islands, Canaries Islands, so on the right side of the left side of the continent. Then why these islands are there? He couldn't explain them also. See, whenever someone says which is very new to everyone, that is not readily accepted. ಅದನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು accept ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ, and it was rejected for number of reasons. Now you write 1912 Alfred Wegener, you are a meteorologist, German. Okay, you know German. You are German, and his theory was called as continental drift. I also told you why it is called drift and not movement. Continental movement theory ಅನ್ನೋದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, he told continental drift. CD theory ಅಂತಾನೂ ಅಂತಾರೆ, continental drift theory. Then write the evidences. ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 250 million years ago,
yes.
what was that? Globe, Pangea, Panthalassa. Later on, this broke. Okay. This Pangea broke into two halves first, and those two halves are called Laurasia and Gondwana. That is why we call Gondwana land, Gondwana coal. Okay, the actual southward area, continent, South America, Africa, and India plate, Australia, New Zealand, all these are where belong to Gondwana plate. North America, Europe, Russia, Siberia region, everything. Okay, means the north of India, means the Eurasian plate which is there. They are all
Nourish.
part of Laurasia. Okay, it became from Pangea, it break into two halves. Okay, here formed Tethys Sea. Tethys is on sea, you know, Tethys, Tethys Sea and the sea which was formed between these two is called Tethys Sea. Later on, India will go from this Gondwana land and dash the Eurasian plate and closes the Tethys Sea, and because of that Himalayas are formed. Okay, it comes Indian plate. It is coming, and it around 55 million years ago. Okay, it drifts and then it comes and hits the Eurasian plate, and that is how the Himalayas get uplifted. Understood? Later on we will discuss about that. ಇದೇನಾಯ್ತು ಬರ್ತದೆ 250 million years ಇದು ಬರ್ತದೆ, Pangea starts breaking ಬರ್ತದೆ, and it starts northward ಮತ್ತೆ westward movement, and that is how after 250 million years you will see different continents in different parts of the world. That is now evidences. Evidences.
River means Tethys.
Huh?
River between
Tethys here ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. TETHYS. ಟೆಥೀಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. First evidence, apparent affinity of physical features. Apparent affinity of physical features. Apparent affinity of physical features. Apparent affinity of physical features ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? I told you, South America and African coast fit. Greenland and Canada and the Europe, they when you bring together they fit. Madagascar, if you go and Mozambique ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, then if you bring in South America, Africa, India and Australia, they fit exactly to the Antarctic region like this. Antarctic region ಬಂದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ. These are physical affinity. And once you come and try to fit them, their shape is matching, the coastline is matching. This is affinity. And continuous very old fold mountain chain. Continuous very old fold mountain chain. Very old fold mountain chain. ಇದು ಹೆಂಗಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪಿಲೇಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅಪಿಲೇಷಿಯನ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ರಾಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿನೇವಿಯನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ಪ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುರೋಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಮಾಲಯನ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ in similar pattern and rock pattern ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. So it means somewhere that they were all together and later on the formation time ಏನಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ರಾಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಏಜ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಇದೆ. Understood? Then I told the fossil evidences. Fossils, similar kind of fossils were found in 2 to 3 different ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾಸಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಯಾವಾಗ ವಾಲ್ಕನಿಕ್ ಎರಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, these dead animals and all, they leave an impression on rocks. Okay, their skeletal structure is imprinted on the solidified rock structure due to volcanism. That will become a fossil. And once you take it out, you will see, you will find how what kind of skeletal structure and what kind of animals existed during that time. When we do the carbon dating, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ರಾಕ್ ದ ಏಜ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೆಸೋಸಾರಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಮೆಸೋಸಾರಸ್ ಫಾಸಿಲ್ಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಯಾವುದು? ಗ್ಲಾಸೋಪೆಟರಸ್. Glossopeterus is a grass variety which is found again in South America, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ, ಮಡಗಾಸ್ಕರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Then peculiar behavior of lemmings. The next evidence is placer deposits in Gold Coast, Ghana. ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಘಾನಾ, ಐವರಿ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಐವರಿ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್, ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ ನಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಿನಿಯಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಿನಿಯಾ ರೀಜನ್. ದೇರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸರ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್, gold placer deposits were found and the source was found to be in Brazil. ತಿಳಿತಾ? See, so many evidences are there to support his claims. Correct? Forces responsible. Next one is forces responsible. Next one is forces responsible for continental drift. They are tidal force and pole fleeing force. Okay, tidal force is exerted because of the moon, gravitational pull of the moon, and that caused westward movement of continents. Westward movement of continents. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಂದ್ರ ಏನಿದಾನೆ ಅವನು ಗುರುತ್ವಾಕರ್ಷಣೆಯ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಪಶ್ಚಿಮ ದಿಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಳೆತಿದ್ದ. ತಿಳಿತಾ? He was pulling the continents in westward direction. Then there was another force called pole fleeing force because they were running away from south pole. That's why it is called pole fleeing force. Pole fleeing force is due to gravity as well as centrifugal force. Gravity as well as centrifugal force. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಈ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀವು ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಏನು ಪೋಲ್ ಫ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಮೂನ್ ತೆಗಿರಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ರಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಫ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ರಿ ನಾರ್ತ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ನಾರ್ತ್ವರ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಫ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟಲ್, ಆ ನಾರ್ತ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ರಿ. ತಿಳಿತಾ? See, he was forced to come up with these two forces. That is why these two forces are the biggest drawbacks of his continental drift theory. These forces which he gave are the greatest drawbacks of, and they are the reason that his theory was rejected for more than 30 years. Okay, only in 1960s, again due to different reasons, his theory was accepted.
1960s.
To 1960s. During World War II only. Okay. So, with this, okay, we'll go to the next theory. What is next theory? That is sea floor spreading theory of Harry Hess. Is that?